Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Sandy VCAL PD presents the Sports Corner Podcast.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the 2Sweet podcast, and today we go through some news, reviews, and rumors.
Guys, this is our second last podcast of this year. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to review WrestleMania on our first podcast next year, but we'll see.
Yeah, time will tell. And next week, we're going to be having a massive finale.
Yes. Guys, we are first going to do our Crown Jewel predictions, then the horrible pay-per-view of Evolution, then another repeat of Raw, and then
A really good SmackDown.
okay SmackDown.
It's an okay SmackDown.
I'm very surprised that I see heel tension in AJ Styles, but we'll see what happens next. So, guys, let's
The Crown Jewel predictions, people. Okay.
So, wait.
I'm a part of this.
Yeah.
by
All right. So
Brandon's also a part of the predictions.
I'm a part of the.
I also want to see that because I can't see the match card.
Let's get close.
okay, so here we are.
All right. So the main event of the evening is for the vacant WWE Universal title, as we always have Leigh's predictions first, then Brandon now, and then me. I'm always last.
Okay,
Classic
so
box.
Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title. I'm going to go Braun Strowman, actually, because I want him to win the Universal title, hold it for, let's say,
A month or two
oh.
until Elimination Chamber, and then Drew McIntyre wins and claims him.
I was
1, 2,
actually
3.
thinking, hold it for 2 weeks, then McIntyre wins it, and then Styles and McIntyre at Survivor Series.
I wish.
So yeah, McIntyre for the win,
Or
It's-
Joe and McIntyre.
or
Oh.
Joe and McIntyre.
Oh,
Holy
baby.
shit, bro! All right, so Edan, your prediction?
Oh, no, it goes Brandon, then me.
Okay, then Brandon.
Strowman.
Okay, Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
I
Is it?
think Strowman. I don't think Lesnar's going to have the title again. He's just a...
He's just a part timer, yeah.
Even if they do put him on him, he's going to versus Daniel Cormier for the UFC. If he beats Derek Lewis this week, yes. But if Brock Lesnar does win, it's obviously to promote his UFC crap. I think it's Braun Strowman, and I think he holds it to Elimination Chamber and loses it to the best fucking wrestler in the goddamn game, Drew Claymore McIntyre.
Drew Claymore McIntyre. We should call him that right now.
Yes.
All right, so next, DX versus the Brothers
The
of
worst match
Destruction.
on this card, yes.
Well, I was going to say the triple threat match, but yeah. What was once the triple threat match. Okay, so for this, I do enjoy DX and Brothers of Destruction back in their prime. But right now, with DX and Brothers of Destruction in 2018, I don't seem to care about them.
I don't, but we have to make a prediction. So, Leigh, who do you think's going to win?
For this, I say DX. Brandon?
DX. No, I was gonna say that. I'm saying all these things before Leigh saying them, and now it sounds like I'm just copying him when I'm not.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'll choose my next prediction before Leigh says anything.
No. That's what. Just put it in your head. And yeah.
Okay, I already chose.
So, guys, I don't know who's gonna win. I don't care, but I'm going for the Brothers of Destruction purely because I think Triple H is gonna turn heel on Shawn Michaels. I think they're gonna turn heel, and then at Royal Rumble they're gonna have a match, and then I think it's gonna be Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles, which I hope, but it probably won't be because Shawn Michaels is old. I don't care. I just want Brothers of Destruction to win because they're the better team.
All right, then. Okay, so next, the Bar and the New Day. It's going to be... I would like to go for the New Day, but I'm going to say the Bar.
Brandon?
The New Day.
All right.
I'm going for the Bar purely because they have the Big Show now, and which is weird.
And New Day's irritating.
Yeah, New Day, they've already held the titles for too much. They're like another Charlotte Fair in the goddamn tag team division. But I hope the Bar wins. The Bar looking good, and I hope War Raiders come and beat Bludgeon Brothers or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So the World Cup tournaments.
Do we care?
Hell no.
We don't care about the World Cup tournament.
The American Cup, actually. Because this is what it basically is, an American World Cup tournament.
Yeah, that is very true, though. Goddamn American, practically.
All right, so the first rounds. Rollins and Bobby Lashley, Kurt Angle and Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy and The Miz, and Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton.
All right, well, what's your prediction for Rollins and Lashley?
Okay, so for Rollins and Lashley, I would like to go for Bobby Lashley because I would love to see a Bobby Lashley versus Kurt Angle. But imagine a Seth Rollins versus Kurt Angle. That would be really good. So I'm going to go for Seth Rollins in this one.
Bobby Lashley.
All right.
Well, because of Dean Ambrose, I'm going for Lashley. I think Dean Ambrose is either going to screw him in the final or in the first round. That's what I believe. I hope Lashley wins. I want to see Lashley versus Orton in the final, or Lashley and Hardy in the final. That would be nice. Yeah, I just want Lashley to win. I want Lashley to win this thing, man. I want him to be the destroyer. If you want him to be the destroyer, make him win this goddamn thing. All right, the next match.
Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler is going to be Kurt Angle. Simple as that.
Dolph Ziggler.
Ooh.
I want Ziggler to win it. I hope McIntyre comes in, claim was that old hag. Kurt
That
Angle.
old bald hag.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
But I'm going with my brain. I'm going for Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's going to win.
Thanks, man. All right, so on the SmackDown side of things, Jeff Hardy versus The Miz.
I don't care, but yeah.
I would say Jeff Hardy. I'd say Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
I think Jeff Hardy's going to win purely because the ratings and the views, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But now the match that is probably the hardest to predict, and that's Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. Because they're both
Yeah, they're both so good. But with this one, this is a difficult thing to predict. Like you just said, Edan. Though, I say for this one, I'm going to go Rey Mysterio. Because we already had Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton a couple of times right now.
I think Orton, because Orton look what Orton did on SmackDown.
Yeah, I know. He RKO'd the living hell out of the
Yeah.
SmackDown competitors.
Well, guys, so the semi.
Brandon?
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, all right.
Yeah,
All right, so for the semifinals,
for Orton, obviously.
so the semifinals. So who do we think would be in the semifinals?
So
No.
who would be versing? So this
So,
is
yeah.
the Raw. It would be I think Lashley and Angle. But you think Okay, so you know what? Let's just pick the winner of the whole thing.
Okay, so yeah, for the winner of the whole thing, I would say frickin' Kurt Angle, because I reckon they're gonna do this for Kurt Angle because of the whole best in the world thing.
It's either Rollins or Lashley. Those are my two main guys. Or Orton. I'm putting my hand down. I'm saying Bobby Lashley. I have to say Lashley because but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna beat Rollins though. If Lashley doesn't win, guys, I know I can't make more than practically my prediction. I want Lashley to win. If he doesn't go through to the next round, I'm going for Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins has a very good chance of winning unless Dean Ambrose screws him. Now the goddamn best match of the night, hopefully.
AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. It was regularly meant to be Styles and Bryan, but the rumors were true about Cena and Bryan not showing up for Crown Jewel. Though with the WWE SmackDown title match, which we will go over later on the show, I think it was a good choice.
Yeah. So what is your prediction for this match, Lee?
Joe.
Joe?
Yep,
You.
Joe.
Samoa Joe. The Phenomenal One. I'm sorry. The Phenomenal One's the better wrestler, the better everything. The Phenomenal One's going to win. He's going to go into Survivor Series with that title, and then he's going to lose at Elimination Chamber. And I hope it's against Aleister Black.
Aleister frickin' Black. I would absolutely love that match. Honestly. All right, so
Now Leigh is going to review... No. Evolution review, yes.
Yep, I watched Evolution, and by Christ, it was god awful.
Yeah, it was horrible. I didn't like it. It was one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen.
And apparently Rhea Ripley did have her match, but they didn't bother to show it.
Told you Rhea Ripley had a match.
Why couldn't they do this for the pre-show? Damn it. All right, so Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox. And the best thing about this match was Alexa Bliss. How good was her outfit?
I did not see Alexa Bliss, but what was her outfit?
I think she was going like Alice in Wonderland or something. I have no idea, but it looked like Alice in Wonderland.
Well, we already knew he was going to win this match. It was the Legends.
It was the Legends.
11-minute match. It was okay, I guess.
Yeah, it was fine. It gets a 2.75
for me a 2.
All right.
Now I am
the absolute goddamn worst thing on this pay-per-view.
I am sick and tired of them putting down Ember Moon. Why the hell you have Nia goddamn Jax out of all goddamn people win the stupidest battle royal I've ever seen in my life? I'd rather have Asuka. Asuka's horrible now, but I'd rather have Asuka win the goddamn battle royal. But no, they have Smiley Nia Jaxie. That's what I'm gonna call her now.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be calling her now. But
and now what? They want to have a feud with her and Tamina. Which, by the way, I already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna have Nia Jax turn heel and have Tamina team up with goddamn Nia Jax. They're already gonna do that. And they're gonna have a force to be reckoned with. Watch me. That's gonna happen.
I'm not even gonna argue against that. But yeah, but this battle royale, I was absolutely furious with it. And especially with Carmella. Get that bitch off my television. Get her off my television. And Brandon's already lying down there dead. Because he knows how bad Evolution is.
Yes.
And he knows how shit Carmella is.
Carmella. I hate
the Fabulous Truth. I hate Truth TV. I hate R-Truth. I hate Carmella. Break up the team.
Put Carmella on Raw and turn her heel.
Yep, simple as that. Nia Jax wins. Who really cares about this battle royale?
Now we get to the good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We
finally to the good stuff.
Only a 10-minute match. It should have been like a 28-minute match like the last man standing, but that's all right. Toni Storm defeated
Io Shirai. Now, I didn't pay too much attention to the Mae Young Classic, but this was a really good match. Toni Storm deserved to win.
Wasn't the best match, but it was.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the best match, though it was a good match. It's 3 for me.
For me, 3.5.
All right. Another 6-woman tag team match.
Do we care?
Hell no!
I am sick and tired of these.
For the love of all that is holy.
This pay-per-view should not be called Evolution. This ain't no women's Reva or Revolution or Evolution. Who started this women's Evolution? Sasha and Bailey with their match at Brooklyn Takeover Brooklyn.
Yeah, NXT Takeover Brooklyn.
That
They
was
started
the
that Evolution, and this is the best that you got for Sasha Banks and Bailey. For the love of all that is holy, this is the best that you have for those 2 women who pulled out the best match at NXT Takeover Brooklyn.
Probably the greatest match in NXT history. But you'd have Smiley around here, Ronda Rousey, in a match with Nikki goddamn Bella.
The Botch Twins. Jesus. Far out. I am so pissed off. Banks and Bailey deserved more. Ruby Riott deserves more. Instead of a 6-woman tag team match, this was absolutely piss poor.
This was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Get Natalya off my TV.
Break up this boss and her connection.
and break up the Riot Squad and have Ruby Riot be a singles competitor.
And gun for the Raw Women's title.
And have Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan as a tag team. And hurry up and put a tag team title on the women's division already. We need more titles. We only have 2 titles. God damn, this is horrible. 13-minute match.
1 star.
1 star now.
Actually, -1.
Oh. Now we got the best women's wrestler on this goddamn show.
Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane.
The best match on this show. I don't care who says what. I don't care about that goddamn 28-minute last man standing match. I care about this match because I can't believe it was only 12 minutes. Take 10 minutes. Why have a 13-minute match of crap? Have that as like a 2-minute match and add another 10 minutes on top of Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's what they should have done. I barely gave a single... I don't even want to say the F word because we're trying to keep this on a PG level here.
Yeah.
I barely gave a single shit about the 6-women tag team match, but I cared about Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane the most on Evolution.
Shayna Baszler is the best goddamn thing on my television right now.
Best thing on NXT.
NXT, except for Aleister Black.
And every single...
And Johnny
every single
Gargano
wrestler on
turning
NXT,
heel.
yeah.
By the way, guys, while Leigh is recording Raw, I'll be looking at NXT news to tell Leigh.
All right, then.
But this match, for me, gets a 3.5.
Yeah, this gets a 3.75. This gets a 3.75.
I
for me
love
as well.
Shayna Baszler. She is the new NXT Women's Champion by technical
2
submission.
times. This is the first time they're ever having a 2-time women's champion
and
in NXT.
I hope Shayna Baszler moves up to the main roster.
They should have done that. While I was happy with Shayna Baszler winning the NXT Women's title, I would have been more alright with a Kairi Sane winning this match and then Shayna Baszler moving up to the main roster.
Now, arguably the best match on the show, a 28-minute last women on the first ever. We don't care. First ever this, first ever that. We don't care. You know how many times, you know how many ads they had on Evolution about equality in wrestling?
Countless.
We don't care. We know.
Yeah, we know this is the first ever last women standing. We know this is the first ever all women's pay-per-view.
Did they ever have an all men's pay-per-view? And that's what I'm questioning.
Well, aside from the greatest Royal Rumble and Crown Jewel coming up, I don't know.
Wait, Crown Jewel's an all men's pay-per-view?
Yeah, same with the greatest Royal Rumble earlier the year. It was
They
just
didn't
all
have
men.
they didn't have any women's wrestling?
No women at the pay-per-view.
Wow. So guys, Becky Lynch defeated
Charlotte Flair.
Woo! But it was a very good match, and
Yeah,
it was very back and forth.
It was a good match, yes. Last woman standing. And I gotta say, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, aside from the NXT Women's title match and the Mae Young Classic, I think this one stood out to me the most. This also gets a 3.75.
For me, it gets a 4-star just because how long it was. A 28-minute last women's standing match. It was a brilliant match. And I hope Becky Lynch keeps the title to Elimination Chamber.
Probably,
and now we have the goddamn second worst.
Well, let's say, yeah. Oh, actually, third worst.
Third worst match on the card.
Smiley Rowdy Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to say more about this?
No.
No. We
I
don't need to
care.
say
We
more.
already know who won. We don't even need to say who won.
Yeah.
By
Amba this, Amba that, Ronda this, Ronda that. We started an evolution. Yeah, we don't even need to say more about that.
Nikki Bella, I love you, but please.
Just hang up the boots. You don't need to be in the ring anymore.
I don't mind if she's in the ring, but not against Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Put like Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, someone worthy. I love Nikki Bella, but please, I don't know why the hell she's versing Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I love Ronda as well. She's my favorite woman ever. I love her. I absolutely love. I adore Ronda. Everyone knows this when she was in the MMA scene. As soon as she turns heel, guys, put goddamn Ronda Rousey as heel. Nikki Bella, get the hell off my TV. Brie Bella is the goddamn worst wrestler. I don't even want to say it. Ronda Rousey. Why Nikki and Ronda? We already know who's gonna win. Put Ember Moon. Put Shayna Baszler. Put someone.
I don't think I need to say more.
I like Nikki Bella, but not against Ronda Rousey. This is horrible. This is the worst pay-per-view.
Oh shit!
No. Nikki Bella against Ronda. We already know who's gonna win. Nikki Bella used to be.
Well, first of all, Xavier, it's great to have you back on board, buddy.
I love Nikki Bella. She used to be. You know this, Leigh. You know how I always used to talk about the Bella twins, except for Brie Bella.
Exactly, yeah.
Why against Ronda?
Exactly,
Why?
yeah.
Why? We don't care. I don't care. Put Ronda against Shayna. Please hurry up and do that. That is the best match we'll see. I don't care if she's an overhyped rookie. They are both mixed martial artists, and they'll throw it down there. Nikki Bella, we already know who's gonna lose. We don't need to see this match. Nikki Bella now turning heel. What a waste of time. Leigh, what is your opinion on this?
Zero stuff. So first of all, Xavier, it's great to have you on board. Xavier, you there, buddy? No, it's okay. Now, what was your thoughts on Evolution?
I think it was great to have Owens pay-per-view. I've been waiting for that since I was like 5. So for it to happen, that was crazy. I didn't agree with the Battle Royal. I think that was the stupidest idea of all time.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't like that Battle Royale.
There's so much talent on the roster, like Michelle McCool coming back, and you put her in a Battle Royal, which makes no sense at all.
And having Nia Jax win as well. Horrible.
Already got her pushed this year. It's time for someone else to, like she just got her pushed at WrestleMania and lost. Like
That's exactly what I said while I was watching the pay-per-view.
And I thought Becky and Charlotte blew the house down. I thought that that should have been the main event, and that I think that match was better than Bayley and Sasha's match at NXT.
Oh, you should have listened to us ranting about it. Like, is that really the best they could come up for Sasha Banks and Bayley, who pulled out the best NXT match of all time at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn? Like, they started this women's evolution or revolution, whatever it was. But
let's not get crazy.
We were already crazy.
They added to it. They didn't start it. I think every girl that stepped in the ring before them started it. I think they helped boost it up a lot, but starting it, I wouldn't say so.
I think Bayley and Sasha started the evolution. That's or the revolution, whatever you want to goddamn call it. Bayley and Sasha had the best women's match I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know why the hell they put them up against the Riot Squad.
Okay, the Riot Squad is good. They just treated like jobbers. The only one I don't like is Sarah Logan, but I think
Thank
Ruby
you.
Riot and Liv Morgan have so much potential.
Thank you. I don't even like Sarah Logan.
I think she's just there. I think she's like a kind of copycat of Ruby. It's like weird.
I don't even like Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan. All I like is just Ruby Riott. That's it.
I think Liv Morgan has potential as well.
As I can see her as like a singles competitor, babyface kind of, but not super babyface, but like in the middle.
By the way, guys, breaking news: Matt Riddle has just made his NXT debut.
Oh, nice.
They said that Sasha and Bayley started the women's Revolution by that dumb match.
Happy
The match was
Halloween, by the way, mate.
It didn't start it.
Okay. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
understand what you mean. They didn't start it, but they made it what it is now. I don't, man. What is what? I'm sorry. What is 2 minute? I could take a piss break. Look, 3-4 years ago, I could take a piss break, and the Divas match was already over. So
But I feel like people that discredit the Divas are so disrespectful because it's not that they couldn't do it; it's they weren't allowed to do it. Watch Michelle McCool and Melina Night of Champions 2009. That is probably one of my favorite matches of all time. They got in trouble for doing so good. They weren't allowed to do good. It's not like they weren't capable because they are
yeah,
capable.
they're all
They weren't
capable.
allowed to.
I agree with that. Now, I don't really agree with Brie Bella as a good wrestler. Nikki, though, yes. But if you talk,
They're
it,
the same person. One's just more of a powerhouse.
nah, bro. I'm telling you, Brie Bella botches everything.
I see. Did you miss Sasha Banks' evolution? That botch suicide dive. I think she's botched every I've never seen her actually hit one.
like take the yes kicks for example.
Sasha Banks is the best.
Bella's fault.
That was Liv Morgan's fault. She put her head down.
Yeah, she didn't open up. She didn't open enough for the kicks. Bree shouldn't have kicked her twice in the head, but Liv Morgan had some part to do with that. They didn't have enough communication, and that's why.
In my opinion, Sasha Banks is the best wrestler
What has she?
in the women's division. It goes Shayna Baszler, Sasha Banks, Bailey. Those are my three women who are, in my opinion, the best
Say
wrestlers.
Bailey. Yeah.
And Becky
yeah,
Lynch.
Bailey. Love
She's a
Bailey.
joke to women's wrestling to me.
Who?
Bailey.
Bailey.
Sorry, don't
Bailey,
I love
holy.
Bailey.
She's one of the best wrestlers on the.
She's good at technical wrestling, but like her gimmick just throws it all off for me. It's like a joke to me. It's like funny to watch her come out.
Yeah, I hate her gimmick as well. I agree
Yeah,
with
her
you there.
gimmick sucks. Yeah.
Hey, shut up. She's got nice assets.
No. We're talking about her gimmick, her character.
I know, but like her assets.
Let's just say this is nearly worse than Roman Reigns. Anyways, the character Roman Reigns. I'm not talking about the actual person because I do wish him all the best. But what do you think, in your opinion, Xavier? What women really started the revolution or evolution, whatever you want to call it?
I think, like I said, I think every girl started the revolution. Like, I just feel like it's the reason why it's grown today is because of those bra and panty matches, because of those matches that the Divas had. I think that.
Personally, I enjoyed those bra and panty matches.
I think Sasha Banks heel, like old Sasha's good, but this new Sasha, I don't care for.
Yeah, this Sasha Banks I really don't care about.
Well, the new Sasha Banks, because WWE don't know how to book anyone. They think they're making Asuka as a jobber. They're having Carmella, who's a really good wrestler, in my eyes, and very good on the mic. The Fabulous Truth. What is that crap? Horrible. Get off my TV.
All former champions that aren't champions now are just jobbers, like Nikki Bella, Naomi, Carmella, Asuka. Like those big names at one point are just like there now.
I don't think Asuka's even held the title, though. Only the NXT Women's title.
Yeah, only the NXT Women's titles, the only titles she held. Ever since she came to the main roster, she's been treated as nothing.
Well,
Honestly, I love Charlotte. I love she's crazy athletic. She's very good in the ring, but I'm just really tired of seeing her.
horrible on the mic. Horrible as a babyface.
Yeah, her baby face makes me throw up. I can't watch her.
Yeah, she's so cringe. She sounds like Becky Lynch. Why did you turn your back on me?
Exactly.
That's what she
She's
sounds
so
like.
fake with it. I think my favorite Charlotte is Raw Women's Champion Charlotte.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
When she turned her back on Ric Flair.
Yeah, that was crazy. I love that Charlotte.
Yeah, that was the best Charlotte.
I'm like a heel type of guy too. Like I don't like watching.
Me and Leigh as
babyfaces.
well,
If
yeah.
I ever were to become a wrestler, I'd be heel. I can't see myself as a babyface.
So Xavier, me and Leigh, we've been enjoying this one wrestler, and we want to know if you enjoy him too. To me, the best goddamn thing on Monday Night Raw, the chosen one, Drew Claymore McIntyre. Yeah, I think Dean needs. I think Seth needs to go to SmackDown. Dean to stay on Raw as a heel and contend for the Intercontinental Championship or something like that.
I really am. I love him as a wrestler, but it's like predictable. Every Raw, I can just like, oh, the Shield's gonna open up Raw.
Yeah.
Also, Xavier, what were your thoughts on the Dean Ambrose heel turn?
I saw it coming. I sat through that with a straight face the whole time. Everybody was shocked, and I was like, yo, I didn't see it happening. I saw it happening like last week.
Yeah.
Sat there with a straight face. Wow.
Yeah, I sat there with a straight face and I was just laughing like, why would you do it on this day? As soon as someone announces they have leukemia.
I mean, I was a little shocked that it was on the day that Roman Reigns, like, left, but
I'm not happy that Roman Reigns left. I'm angry that Reigns left for that reason, but I'm happy he just relinquishes the Universal title. He's the worst goddamn Universal title I've ever seen in my life.
honestly, I'm gonna be real. I hate Roman Reigns, but I really don't really want to see him go. It's like, who am I gonna hate on now?
Yeah, yeah.
I've been getting some talk on that as well. Like with Roman Reigns now having leukemia, who are we gonna hate now?
Exactly. Because who's gonna be overpushed?
It's easily gonna be Charlotte that's gonna be overpushed. So let's just hate Charlotte.
I like Charlotte, but she's just very overpushed. And I think Becky is really good, but like she's kind of if she doesn't like get a new feud or get
What?
like a new like rival or something, she's gonna be boring. Because she got boring until she won that match at Evolution. Now I like her again, but quickly she's gonna die down. Because to me, she's a really good wrestler, but her moveset is so dry. She
Who?
doesn't do anything. She gets beat up. She rallies, does a few exploders, and disarms.
Who's he talking about?
Becky Lynch, I think.
Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch's moveset needs to be changed. What do you feel about Nia Jax and Tamina? I think they're gonna team up. That's what I think.
I've been waiting for Tamina to come back. She's very overrated.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Like,
Definitely.
She's been here since like
2010.
No, when the Usos debuted.
a title.
Yeah.
Like, oh, which is
2009, I think.
I'm ready. I just like the fact that Tamina picked up Nia like that. I was just amazed.
I think Tamina and Nia are gonna be a tag team.
Yeah, they'll have a feud for a couple of weeks and then they'll just pair up. Simple as that.
That's what I reckon.
I'm confused on Amber and Nia. Like one day they're friends, next day they fight. I'm like, what?
I just want Ember Moon
Definitely.
to be the champion already, man. But Ronda Rousey is taking over.
Ronda, I hope she loses to Becky at Survivor Series. So
She won't lose to Becky.
Trust us, brother.
Ronda's gonna stay undefeated until the one and only Queen of Spades, the best women's wrestler on the goddamn main roster, is gonna beat her. That's what I believe.
how do you feel about Natalia? Like when is Natty gonna get like her push?
Cringe, babyface cringe. She needs to turn heel.
Well, she.
Yeah, remember? Do you guys remember when she was like heel diva?
Oh yeah.
That was like the best Natty. Like that's when people used to scream for Natty.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, Natty's on,
Yeah.
Do you
As
like
fu-
the? Wait, go Leigh.
So as far as Natalia goes, I don't know when she's gonna be getting a push.
And it's like she's been here forever. I think she should have 7 titles, not Charlotte.
Ooh.
You know, I want to ask Xavier.
Trish Stratus is like the biggest slap in the face to Mickey James.
To me, Trish Stratus is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, because that's what I grew up with, Trish Stratus. But I wanted to ask your opinion. Do you know Shayna Baszler? Do you?
Yeah, I know shit. I don't know her enough to talk about her, but I know like
Do you
she
like
is-
her?
I think her feud with Scary is pretty good. I don't dislike her, but I'm not crazy for her when she comes on.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's different. Leigh knows that. He knows I love Shayna Baszler,
Who doesn't?
but
Is she not your favorite wrestler, or is Trish still?
Well, I love Trish Stratus. Like I grew up with Trish Stratus. Whenever I think of women's wrestling, I think Trish Stratus.
when I think of women's wrestling, it's either the Bella Twins for me.
I can honestly see that, but to me, in a shape way of
Later was better. Later had a better moveset, everything. But
I think Victoria was better than her, and still
Ooh.
is better than her.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Wow.
Wow, that's a name we haven't heard in a while.
You know what?
So I think Victoria is like one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. Her and Gail Kim are extremely.
Oh, I love Gail Kim.
Gail Kim. I absolutely love
I don't know
Gail
why
Kim.
she's still in TNA.
No, she actually retired.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
She retired recently.
But for me, what my evolution for me is Michelle McCool,
Yeah.
Melina.
Is my favorite wrestler of all time. She
Wow.
is.
Nikki Bella, Brie. I love the Bella. Oh my god. Anyways, except back then I loved the Bella twins.
Yeah, back then when they were in their prime, we enjoyed them. We enjoyed them a hell of a lot.
You know,
That one time that I missed them on TV. When the Bella Twins were on, when Nikki was Divas Champion, always on. I was always
yeah,
watching.
yeah. And I got so angry when Charlotte beat her. I was so
You
angry.
don't understand. I think I went in depression for a month. She lost.
No,
I think that's one of the worst Divas champions of all time. I think her title reign was stupid, unnecessary. I think Brie should have won it from her eventually.
Brie off Nikki.
No, I think off Charlotte. I think Charlotte should have got it for like 70 days
Yeah.
or 100, and then Brie got it for the 53 days or so. I think Brie deserved it because if you think about it, she was there for a while and she only got one title reign, and it was only 70 days.
Yeah. She was barely even champion. I wanted to ask, what is in your opinion the most shocking moment you have witnessed in WWE?
I think. Oh, that's a really hard one. There's so many, but to me, because I'm like a diehard Bella fan, I think Nikki at SummerSlam.
Wow, I saw that coming a mile away. I knew she. I before the match, I'm like, watch, Nikki Bella's gonna turn heel.
Like I heard it coming, but I didn't believe it because
Yeah,
they're Nikki and Brie. Like why would they ever? And then Nikki punched her, and my heart dropped.
yeah. For me, the most shocking moment in WWE history has to be Undertaker Brock Lesnar.
Like, yeah, I consider that shocking as well, cause I was actually predicting Brock Lesnar to beat the
Me
streak.
and Leigh had a bet. I remember. Leigh would if Brock Lesnar won, he gets a Pepsi. If Undertaker won, I got a Pepsi, and Brock Lesnar won. So Xavier, in your eyes, what do you see the title? What do you want as the title picture at WrestleMania? Let's say the start of WrestleMania as your title picture.
For like guys or girls or both.
Let's do just the main titles, both of the women's titles and both of the main
Both
singles
world titles.
and both world titles. Yeah.
I want for WWE title on SmackDown. I would want Samoa Joe or Daniel Bryan. That match with Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan last night was amazing.
Yeah, that was a very good match.
Yeah, it was a good match, and personally, I thought it was a good decision because there were rumors saying that John Cena and Daniel Bryan were not gonna be a crown jewel.
Which I can see why they wouldn't be there.
And
Because of their wife. Their wife just had a huge pay-per-view. Now they're saying that they can't even come to their country or compete. Yeah.
okay, so the Universal title.
I would like for Finn Balor to take it soon and keep it like maybe until WrestleMania, and then Roman Reigns comes back from like leukemia and stuff like that, and loses maybe. Actually, they wouldn't make him lose. They would let him win, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so the two women's titles.
SmackDown. I want to see Naomi again.
Naomi. Wow.
I say Asuka.
Oh, Naomi versus Asuka would be magic.
Yeah, I like Naomi's a good wrestler. She's very, very underrated.
And I think she's underrated too. Exactly. Yeah.
Imagine Asuka as a heel. That would be amazing.
Imagine Kairi Sane versus Asuka.
Damn.
WrestleMania 35, ladies and gentlemen. The two Asian beasts.
Did you hang up on me?
None. No one. I didn't.
They're my friends from Australia.
Okay. So, yeah, for the Raw Women's title. Oh, yeah, you said for the SmackDown Women's title, Naomi. For the Raw Women's title.
For the Raw, I just want Ronda gone.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of Ronda Rousey as Women's Champion.
She's like boring, and the stuff she wears, the way she acts, her gimmick, she's just like nasty to me.
She's basically the Brock Lesnar of the women's division.
You know what? Let me just say this. Ronda has potential, but you want to book Ronda? It's simple. Turn her heel with Shayna Baszler and the two other four horsewomen of MMA. Destroy the whole WWE. Have Shayna Baszler as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Ronda as the main champion. And have them heel. Have them be something interesting. That's what I believe.
I'm sorry, one second. I was listening. I think the best way to book Ronda would be heel. Her baby face is like cringy to me.
Yeah, same.
It's her smile and the way she holds the title. It's like, oh, you look weird.
Yeah, I hate it when she smiles. All right, Xavier, we're gonna wrap up this conversation. It's great having you back, buddy.
Have a good one, buddy.
See you, mate.
All right,
See
see you,
bro.
mate. Bye. All right, so that's it for Xavier, and
And now Leigh's going to review the best show on the podcast. Yay, Raw.
best show, he says. The best effing show, he says. Edan, you just keep getting better and better as the weeks roll by.
Yes, I do.
All right. So the show opened up with Corporate Corbin holding the now vacant Universal title and insulting Roman Reigns. He was,
Insulting him.
yeah, insulting Roman Reigns.
That's stupid. They shouldn't do that.
Yeah, like the guy just had leukemia, and yet you're booking Baron Corbin as insulting Roman Reigns. That's bullshit, if you ask me. And then he was interrupted by Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
Breaking news, screw Raw. JD has just hit 100,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations to the best podcaster and us, the second best podcaster ever.
In Australia, we're the best.
In Australia, we're definitely the best.
All right. So Braun Strowman interrupted Brock Lesnar and power slammed Corporate Corbin 3 times. Lesnar hit an F5 on Strowman, leaving them lying. So I pretty much think that Brock Lesnar's going to be running as Universal Champion. Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley. Do we care? Hell no! Do we even need to say more? They just had it last week, and then they're going to be having it again. Fabulous booking, Fabulous booking, Monday Night Roman. All right. So Finn Balor won because of a disqualification when Lio Rush interfered. Then Corporate Corbin congratulated Bobby Lashley for his loss, for whatever reason, replacing John Cena with him in the World Cup because of reasons. Ronda Rousey will face Becky Lynch at Survivor Series, which I'm hoping will be a good match. But yet they should have had the 4-horse winner of the MMA versus a 4-horse winner of the WWE. I wouldn't have been alright with that. Trish Stratus, Lita, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad, Alicia Fox, and Mickie James. No. No. I'm not going through this. I was thankful that I missed the first hour of Raw. Alright, so Elias. Like, now that he's babyface, I think he's doing a better run as babyface, if you ask me. He was saying that, he'll well, he was talking to Baron Corbin, and then hard-body hippie from India, Jinder Mahal, came in, and then Corporate Corbin came out and said that he's going to be having a match with Jinder Mahal, and that'd be next. But anyways, Mahal sucks. Elias won with the Crossroads, and then that was it. We already went over the tournament brackets for the WWE World Cup. We don't need to say more. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Ascension versus the Authors of Pain. Boy, oh boy, wow, how this sucks. Big time. The most interesting part of Raw was Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins wanted Dean Ambrose to come out, and then Dean Ambrose. Edan, how good was Dean Ambrose with that segment?
Amazing. Look at the new poster, by the way, of Rowdy Ronda Rousey and Rowdy Becky Lynch.
Wow.
Amazing. Gotta like that. Come on, Ronda.
Okay. So, Dean Ambrose, I really love the look on his face.
I loved it. You know why? Because me and JD predicted, well, not predicted, we, in our fantasy bookings, if you've seen JD's, he doesn't call it the fantasy booking, but it's one of, in his segments, he always does a fantasy booking. He said, and I said that, if you're going to have Ambrose heel, just have him quiet. Make him not say anything.
And that's what they're doing.
Yes, finally.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if they have Dean Ambrose as a heel, have him go silent. The silent lunatic.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing with Dean Ambrose, and I love it. No. Nia Jax and Ember Moon.
Skip it.
Yep. That's a skip. I'd rather go to the toilet and play my Nintendo Switch playing WWE 2K18 and
Apparently that's a very laggy game.
it is, yeah. I'd rather be playing that than watching Nia Jax and Ember Moon. Kalisto and Lindsay Dorado versus the Revival.
I'm
pissed.
shocked.
I am pissed.
I am shocked. I don't know how the Revival lost.
Like, the only Lucha House Party member that I do care about is Grand Metalik. You know how I feel about Grand Metalik. He is Cruiserweight champion material right here.
I like Kalisto as well. I don't mind Kalisto.
Yeah, Kalisto's okay. Lindsay Dorado, don't really care much about.
I don't know how the hell they have the goddamn best tag team on Raw, except for Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, because Drew McIntyre is the goddamn best
Lose to Cruiserweights.
I know.
Now, again, we don't have a problem with Grand Metalik and Kalisto, though Lindsay Dorado we barely care about.
We barely even know as well. But
Them lose to the Lucha House Party. Have them beat the Revival, who should be Raw Tag Team Champions.
But no, they have Dean and Seth.
Who are not even a team anymore.
They're gonna get rid of those titles though.
All right. So next, it was just Dolph Ziggler and Apollo Crews.
That was an okay match. I didn't mind that match actually.
All right. Okay, so yeah, Dolph Ziggler just won with a super kick, and Apollo Crews, he should be pushed.
Yeah, he should move him to SmackDown and push him.
All right, so the end of the show, the usual same old, Undertaker, Kane, and DX.
Yep, and DX fooled them, and then Undertaker stood up from the freaking floor and went, "Done." We don't care.
Yeah.
They're old. They're nothing.
Now on to SmackDown Live.
Goddamn live, ladies and gentlemen. Leigh, take it away, please.
Okay, so the show opened up with AJ Styles coming out and said that he was talking to Daniel Bryan, and he intentionally meant to hit Daniel Bryan with the Pele kick. And then Shane McMahon came out, called out a referee for the World Heavyweight title match between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Now, again, as we said, it was a good decision. And we don't really need to say more about this match, really. Like, it was a good match. AJ Styles won via submission. And then Samoa frickin' Joe coming out. I absolutely love Samoa Joe. So anyways, next, Paige was talking to Charlotte on saying, do you want to be the SmackDown Women's captain for Survivor Series? And Charlotte said she didn't think that she was going to be the woman to do it, but she didn't want to do it. And Paige is giving Charlotte some time to think. Next, the Trick or Street fight with Big E and Cesaro. First, I must ask, why do the babyfaces always win the Trick or Street fight? That's the one thing I must ask. That is the one and probably the only thing I'm going to be asking about this Trick or Street fight thing. Like, why have babyfaces always win this? I have no idea. Though with the New Day coming out as the Brood, it was sort of alright. I didn't mind the New Day coming out as the Brood at all. Though, nah. So yeah, Big E won, and next, Shane McMahon gathered all the SmackDown competitors in the World Cup tournament and told them if they lose to a Raw superstar, they will no longer have a home on SmackDown.
So it's probably going to be Randy Orton in the final who loses.
And he'll be fired on SmackDown and then move to Raw. It's like, this is the most intriguing thing about this World Cup now. And it's probably going to be the only thing intriguing. Next, Paige announced Senior Joe and AJ Styles for Crown Jewel for the WWE title. No. I don't want to go through this match. I don't want to go through Nakamura and fuck.
That was an okay match, though.
But the only thing that annoyed me the most was the fabulous truth. You can't deny it.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, just break up the team. Break up this team. Though Nakamura won with the King Shotza, Becky Lynch cut a promo on Smiley Ronda Rousey.
One of my favorite promos of the night.
Damn right. And then next, the tag team match of Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio and The Miz and Randy Orton. We don't need to say more. This was a all-right match. Randy Orton was the best thing about it, delivering RKOs to Mysterio, Hardy, and then The Miz just after the match. So yeah, Jeff Hardy and Mysterio won. On to the Leigh's Rumor Mill.
Let's do it.
All right. Next. All right. So yeah, we're going to go through the Leigh's Rumor Mill. Earlier advertisements from San Jose's SAP Center for December 16th TLC have the top matches as Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's title, and Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. So yeah, there's nothing on Brock Lesnar showing up at TLC, so maybe Strowman's going to be winning a crown jewel and then have Drew McIntyre win at TLC.
They better.
I'm hoping they do. Next, before John Cena backed out of Crown Jewel, the World Cup field wasn't going to be sorted by Raw and SmackDown, according to PW Insider. The decision was made so the final could serve as a preview of Survivor Series. While they look to be done for now, Trish Stratus and Lita are expected back in 2019. Insider says there were plans at one point for Team Besties at WrestleMania 35. All right, Edan, you
Breaking news. I don't know if Leigh has this on his rumor mill. Apparently a return is being announced at Saudi Arabia that Hulk Hogan.
Oh, whoa.
Is going to be at Crown Jewel. Apparently he's at Saudi Arabia, so.
Ooh, that's interesting. All right, so next, even though it didn't happen at Evolution, there's still talk of women's tag titles, especially after reports WWE officials were handling out the We Want Women's Tag Team Championships signs seen at the pay-per-view. So as Edan said, he wants women's tag team titles. They want more. We should get some more titles. Though, I'm actually with the idea of the women's tag titles thing. Next, the ankle injury of Shayna Baszler suffered at Evolution was a minor. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Live, she's not expected to miss TakeOver War Games. Alright. Per PW Insider, if Daniel Bryan is being pulled out of Crown Jewel, except an angle of SmackDown, to example his not being in a WWE Championship match with AJ Styles, or word they've filmed that in advance. That could be a big if, though. Wrestling Observer says that they've not heard confirmation from anyone that Bryan is or isn't going, or how it will be addressed if he's not doing the event. Wrestling.inc notes new ads have been taken out recently promoting Styles and Bryan for Friday or Saturday down in our country, making it seem WWE is confident Bryan will work the show. Though as we just said, he's not working the show. Though these are rumors that I just picked up earlier today. Insight claims that they heard a pitch for adding Drew McIntyre to Friday's Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar match was going around backstage last week. On Observer Live, it was reported Shayna Baszler hurt her ankle at Evolution, but the extent of her injury isn't unknown yet. Roman Reigns visits Charlotte's Spectrum Center, where Raw was held the other day, but he left the arena about an hour before the taping began. Wrestling.inc noted could not confirm whether he was just visiting, doing something for WWE, or both. Now the biggest rumor of this rumor mill, on Chris Jericho's cruise, WrestlingNews.co reports Cody Rhodes cut a promo after his match with Delirious, claiming he won't sign with WWE and plans to do everything in his power to make a All-In 2 happening. An All-In 2. That is something worth watching. So finally, it seems Dean Ambrose's heel turn might not have been the only thing sped up by Roman Reigns leaving WWE to resume his leukemia fight. Wrestling Observer newsletter claims they were not definite plans. There were no definite plans to the turn Braun Strowman face before the other night, and he was supposed to be a heel at Crown Jewel. So if leukemia didn't come back to Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman would have still been a heel for Crown Jewel. All right, so that's it for Leigh's rumor mill. On to the
Leigh. We already had our E&L segment.
All right, yeah.
We already had our E&L segment, guys.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, Edan, do you have any fantasy booking?
I do have my fantasy booking.
Okay, so that's his segment. I'm gonna leave him to it.
Guys, I'm not going to have a lot for our fantasy booking because we have to leave. But, guys, let me just book it from now. I'm going to talk about the Universal title picture. Braun Strowman wins, in my opinion, yes. TLC. Strowman wins, but at Elimination Chamber. McIntyre, Strowman, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. Seth Ambrose.
That sounds like a good lineup for the Elimination Chamber.
McIntyre wins. Holds it till Mania.
Though the question is, like, with the Royal Rumble, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, match, and then WrestleMania. It's like, Who do you think would win the Royal Rumble, though?
Whoa. Who do I think is going to win? It's going to be a Raw superstar because last year was the SmackDown superstar. And I really think, I have a feeling Seth. I don't know why. Seth or Balor or...
So yeah, maybe Balor can win the Royal Rumble.
This year, no, next year's Royal Rumble is practically unpredictable.
Oh yeah, that is true.
No one really knows. You know, I went for Bray Wyatt 2 years in a row. He was so close to winning, he didn't win.
Like 2017, it should have been his year. Like he should have won that Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Randy Orton should have won the Elimination Chamber, and then Bray Wyatt should have won at WrestleMania.
Or 2016, Bray should have won the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, that.
But guys, I'm sorry I don't have a lot of fantasy bookings right now. WWE's been horrible. But guys, we have to leave you to it. But next week is the finale of the podcast, the 2Sweet podcast for this year. Next year, we will be back. And Leigh, take it away, please.
2Sweet.
Bullet Club for life.
See you for the finale, folks.